The sleepy town of Manitowoc County, Wisconsin, harbored more than just quaint Midwestern charm. Beneath its serene facade lay secrets waiting to be unearthed. On October 31, 2005, Teresa Halbach, a 25-year-old freelance photographer, disappeared without a trace. Known for her bright smile and adventurous spirit, Teresa was last seen heading to the Avery salvage yard, photograph a van for Auto Trader magazine. Little did anyone know, this seemingly ordinary appointment would be her last. Teresa's last known appointment was with Stephen Avery, a man with a troubled past. Having spent 18 years in prison for a crime he didn't commit, Avery was recently exonerated by DNA evidence. Now he was suing Manitowoc County for wrongful conviction. On that fateful Halloween, Teresa's phone records and work logs confirmed she visited Avery's property. After that, she vanished. The community, still grappling with Avery's exoneration, was plunged into a new wave of uncertainty and fear. When Teresa failed to return home, her family reported her missing. A massive search ensued, involving local law enforcement and volunteers. Flyers plastered on every available surface bore her smiling face, stark contrast to the growing dread that something terrible had happened. The search efforts, initially hopeful, grew more desperate with each passing day. The case garnered media attention, putting Manitowoc County under the national spotlight once again. On November 5, 2005, the search took a grim turn. Teresa's vehicle, a RAV4, was found hidden on the Avery salvage yard property. Inside, investigators discovered bloodstains matching Teresa's DNA. Nearby, a burn pit revealed the charred remains of a human body. Dental records confirmed the worst. The remains were those of Teresa Halbach. The discovery shocked the nation and pointed a glaring finger at Stephen Avery, the last person to see her alive. With evidence mounting against Avery, the investigation intensified. Authorities searched his property meticulously, uncovering Teresa's car key in his bedroom and fragments of her personal belongings in the burn pit. Avery maintained his innocence, claiming he was being framed by the very authorities he was suing. The conflicting narratives created a media frenzy as the public struggled to discern the truth amidst the chaos. Stephen Avery was arrested and charged with Teresa's murder. The arrest sent shockwaves through the community, already divided over his previous wrongful conviction. Public opinion was sharply split. Some believed Avery was guilty, while others suspected a conspiracy to silence him. The case became a battleground of conflicting theories, each more sensational than the last. The media's relentless coverage only added to the growing tension and confusion. The trial of Stephen Avery began in February 2007, drawing intense media scrutiny. Prosecutors presented a damning case, highlighting the physical evidence linking Avery to the crime. The defense argued that Avery was being framed by the Manitowoc County Sheriff's Department, eager to discredit him in light of his lawsuit. The courtroom became a stage for dramatic revelations and heated exchanges, captivating audiences across the nation. Adding a twist to the case was Brendan Dassey, Avery's teenage nephew. Dassey confessed to participating in the crime, describing in graphic detail how he and Avery allegedly assaulted and killed Teresa. However, the validity of his confession was hotly debated, given his intellectual limitations and the controversial interrogation methods used. Dassey's involvement added another layer of complexity to an already convoluted case. In March 2007, the jury found Stephen Avery guilty of first-degree murder. Brendan Dassey was also convicted, based largely on his confession. The verdicts were met with mixed reactions, relief for some and outrage for others who believed in their innocence. The convictions did little to quell the swirling controversies and suspicions of corruption. Case, it seemed, was far from over, with many questions left unanswered. In the years following the trial, the case of Teresa Halbach continued to captivate public interest. Documentaries and books explored the details of the investigation, trial, and convictions, fueling ongoing debates about justice and corruption. The Avery and Dassey families fought tirelessly to prove their innocence, filing numerous appeals and motions for new trials. The shadow of Teresa's murder loomed large over Manitowoc County, a constant reminder of the darkness that could lurk beneath the surface. In 2015, the release of the documentary series, Making a Murderer, reignited interest in the case. The series presented new evidence and raised questions about the integrity of the investigation. Allegations of planted evidence and coerced confessions came to the forefront, leading many to believe that Avery and Dassey were wrongfully convicted. Public's perception shifted once again, casting doubt on the original verdicts, sparking calls for justice. The documentary's impact was profound, leading to renewed legal battles. Avery and Dassey's lawyers filed multiple appeals, citing ineffective assistance of counsel and prosecutorial misconduct. High-profile attorneys and forensic experts joined the fight, bringing fresh perspectives and insights. Despite these efforts, the courts remained largely unyielding, upholding the convictions amidst a backdrop of public outcry and media scrutiny. The case continued to spawn numerous theories and speculations. Some suggested that Teresa's real killer was still at large, pointing to other potential suspects with plausible motives. Others believed that Avery and Dassey were indeed guilty, but that the investigation was marred by corruption and incompetence. The lack of definitive answers kept the mystery alive, as armchair detectives and true crime aficionados delved into every aspect of the case. As the years passed, the fight for justice persisted. Advocates for Avery and Dassey remained steadfast, organizing rallies, petitions, and awareness campaigns. The legal system, often slow and resistant to change, faced mounting pressure to re-examine the case. The search for truth and accountability became a symbol of broader issues within the criminal justice system, highlighting the potential for errors and abuses of power. Despite the ongoing efforts, the murder of Teresa Halbach remains an unresolved mystery. The questions surrounding the investigation, trial, and convictions continue to provoke debate and intrigue. Teresa's family, seeking closure, endures the painful legacy of her loss, while the quest for justice for Avery and Dassey persists. The case serves as a stark reminder of the complexities and challenges inherent in the pursuit of truth and the enduring impact of a single tragic act of violence.